What's your role with the fire department?
I'm a lieutenant and training officer here at Ellicott Creek Fire Company. G.R.I.T stands for Gettsville's Rapid Intervention Training, and it's a weekend-long training program. In the fire service, rapid intervention teams are basically firefighter rescue teams, and we go in to save other firefighters who have become entrapped, have medical issues, or just get lost and disoriented. So that's a rapid intervention team. And when we were trying to come up with the title, we just kind of added the G for Gettsville, and it seemed to work for G.R.I.T.
So we're going to do 2 good days of training. Some of you are repeat performers. That's great. It's wonderful to be with people who make a difference in the fire service. You're giving up your weekend to be here. That's tremendous. Good for you. A lot of it's going to concentrate on real basic stuff. You know, I'm very much centered around the Mayday and helping firefighters in trouble. But a lot of it is basic stuff. For a fast team or a RIT team or whatever your department calls it, we really don't have to have any new skills. We just have to be good at the skills we do every day. Whether it's forcible entry, basic search operations, whatever it may be. So don't make it more complicated than it is. Learn one thing well. Learn how to do something real well before you find every trick and new gimmick that's out there. They're all wonderful, but make sure you know how to do certain things, you know, basic skills well. And that goes all the way from getting dressed. And it sounds silly, but a great drill is to get your face piece on, hood on, gloves on, helmet back on, and you win the building. And what's that take you? If we have to time you with you know, if you look like OJ at trial and trying to get your gloves on, you fail, all right? We don't want to time you with a calendar, we want to time you with stuff. So practice even after this. Even if you learn stuff, that's great. It won't do you any good if you don't practice it when you go home. So enjoy yourself, be safe today and tomorrow, and again, thanks very much for coming.
So a couple of things. First of all, for those that don't know, this is Mike Lombardo, former division chief, former commissioner of City of Buffalo, retired, and been around for a long time helping us out with this. We really appreciate that, along with Chief Krugdike. The other thing I want to do is do a couple of, I'm going to allow everybody here to introduce themselves over the course of the day. You'll be working with like 6 of you and a couple of instructors throughout all the training sessions today. The whole group standing along the wall over there is a group of instructors. A couple of them standing up over here that you're going to meet today. There's probably 500 years experience with the 20 instructors that we're working with today that in all different specialties and all different areas. So introduce yourself, learn something, grab something for each one, and make the best of everything you get to. For those of you that don't know, I'm Steve Herberger. I'm one of the trainers up here from Gettsville that helps to set up G.R.I.T, along with Bob Zacher, former Gettsville chief and now Ellicott Creek firefighter. So we're kind of the brain trust behind setting this whole thing up originally and work to give you the best we can. But none of this happens without our support. So everybody that you see standing around the room over there that made breakfast this morning, that made coffee this morning for everyone, they're going to have food out and things all day for you. Hopefully you'll want for nothing, but if you get a chance, I'd like each and every one of you to thank them throughout the day because they're giving their whole weekend to do the same thing just to help us out, and we greatly appreciate that from them. So thank you.
Your advantage to drag them into place. Once they're in place, roll them, and we're going to load the firefighter face down on this ladder. We're going to load them towards the back end of the ladder, the foot of the ladder, so we have room up here to put the SCBA, much like if you're doing a full escape out of this window, your air goes first. So we don't lose we keep the Whatever time we have you guys. Who's going to be the victim?
You can, all right, lay down somewhere. Not in a convenient spot that's not too convenient anyway.
Three up top, come up the ladder when you're ready.
We're gonna, yeah, we got 9
With an
numbers.
odd number, we'll just rotate people through.
I don't know.
Why are you guys in the big one?
I use a big one. Why? I was tired and wanted to lay down.
We're all gonna get a chance, we'll switch it up, so. I don't know if everybody will get a chance.
All right, give me one of the firefighters down here up here. You'll be our reserve. All right, get him in position.
Yeah, you wanna get into the window, head first.
Our two firefighters got in through, like, they were part of his crew. They're bringing him in to the window.
Yeah, boys.
Again, you want them off to the side of the window, not directly in line, because the ladder's gotta come in.
Send the ladder now.
You're gonna be in the way there. You gotta get into the center of the lamp. Peel that shoulder strap off, because you're gonna have to get the text. There you go.
All right, so now you guys up here, when they're ready to go, your job is gonna be to grab.
Now remember, you gotta maintain his regulator, so.
Through, if they don't do a full escape, you're gonna have to finagle, you're gonna control the head and,
You wanna keep the flat side down, so it's more stable on the ladder. And you want to the top of the bottle first. Keep the regulator closest to their face piece.
all right, stop it there.
So from this point now, the exterior guy, you're gonna manage the SCBA, because they're gonna be going to the other end of the ladder. Take a look at what you got. Tell them slide it back in a couple inches.
Yeah,
It's binding up on his
Slide it
pack.
back in a little bit.
Watch his feet. That's all you gotta be careful.
Someone's gonna have to make sure the feet don't.
Watch your hands. Better if they pull the pops up from inside. That way you don't.
I don't want to push it down.
How many sessions do you hold a year?
We just do it the one weekend, and we start building it. The burn season in Buffalo ends in, say, late October. We clean out the building, and it takes us all spring, or I'm sorry, all fall to build all the props and scenarios. So we'll build for several months, and then it's always held in April. And so it's just an annual thing, and it kind of kicks off our burn season, if you will, because it takes.
What are we at right here? What is this? What's this called? The soap plate, okay? So we're at the plate now. So we're basically at the floor. So we've got a nice big opening. We can get in and out of here easily. Okay, if you wanted to go bigger, you can go bigger. We're just going to work with this diameter.
We're gonna get this in. We don't want to go straight in. And again, it doesn't matter. If you go straight in here, you're not gonna hit anything. Okay, what's that noise?
We're hitting the jam a little bit.
Right, so you gotta start pulling. So same thing, you're gonna pull now, right? You may have to help them, okay? It might take two of you, okay? Good job.
It evolved from like just a small drill within our fire department to opening up to the town, and this year we actually had students from Canada and Tonawanda, various areas, so it's getting larger and larger.
All right, thanks for coming. Let's get ready to get out there and have a great day.